Let's keep on moving here. The 570 performs around the same as a GTX 970, and that was an absolute beast of a card if you wanted to play games at 1080p back in 2015 or 2016. But yeah, I think it dropped into the 60s and maybe high 50s last time around in this area, especially inside of bushes, and now it only drops into the low 70s, so it's definitely a good boost in performance, and it basically looks the same. So I pushed it to 1320 MHz on the core clock and 2000 MHz on the memory clock. I pushed the power limit to plus 50% as well, and inside of the bush we get like 150s, 160s. It's really good. If you have a 144Hz monitor at 1080p, I think that's very adequate if you want a high refresh rate experience in Fortnite with the RX 570. Stock speed, so I overclocked it a little bit, as you can see right here, and of course we're using it with the latest NVIDIA AMD. Latest AMD drivers. 1% lows are at 69. This is wonderful, guys. This is the perfect GPU for 1080p high settings. Inside of the city, you can expect 60 to 70s. Outside of the city, you can expect like 80s to 90s. And in the festival area, around 69. I also overclocked it a little bit here to 1314 MHz on the core clock and 2000 MHz on the memory clock, and pushed the power limit to plus 10%. RX 570 is doing a fantastic job here, at least compared to the GTX 1050 Ti. This is completely playable, although I think if we did utilize 10% more of the GPU, we'd be getting like 55 to 60 FPS instead of around 50, but that's okay for now. This is it with an overclock, as you can see right here. And we're also running the latest NVIDIA drivers. The latest AMD drivers. The 570 is still doing a really good job here in Warzone Season 3. Now, as I told you, I don't know any very demanding area anymore because they removed my previous most demanding area from the map. There's no like flaming chopper or flaming van in downtown anymore. So yeah, we're here now. And this is overclocked, as you can see right here, plus 10% on the power limit, 1314 MHz on the core clock and 2000 MHz on the memory clock. Not a big overclock by any means. Oh man, look at that lighting, guys. On medium settings, it looks so much better now than low. Let's start counting the frames here, and it seems like there is a considerable difference in frames compared to nighttime, actually, at least here in Saint Denis. So yeah, we're not getting 60 plus anymore, but it's still very close to 60, and I think it's a very good experience. Way better than low. I'd definitely play like this. I overclocked it just a little bit. Medium settings looks like miles better or kilometers better than low settings. The textures look kind of decent right now. There's like the snow looks a lot better as well. There are more reflections, shadows and stuff. Yeah, overall the game is just way prettier on medium settings, and I'd honestly probably play at these settings if I had an RX 570 as my main GPU. But I pushed it to 1320 MHz on the core clock. I didn't touch the memory clock, by the way. Okay, so we're getting 96. You can see that our 1% lows instantly dropped right there because this is very demanding for some reason. If I go over here and look in the same direction, I get 126, but if I go over here, I get down into the 90s. Yeah, I just found this little place, very beautiful for benchmarking. Yep, that's definitely what's gonna happen. They're gonna kill us all. I went my ultimate. I think I threw my ultimate. You know what? Just gonna leave now. Can I be a rock actually? Sort of. It's not overclocked out of the box, so I pushed it a little bit here, 1320 MHz on the core clock and 2000 on the memory clock, and plus 50% power limit to consistently achieve these clock speeds. Also, guys, those averages are absolutely amazing. I think I would definitely choose to play at 1080p using ultra quality FSR and the original settings. It looks great like this. It runs fluidly and smoothly, and yeah, it's just a great experience. I want to slightly overclock it to 1300 MHz on the core clock and 2000 no, not 200, 2000 on the memory clock. Back to normal Minecraft with silver shaders. They look beautiful. I would probably choose these because again, they look beautiful and they perform the best out of all of the shaders that we tested today. I could use some pumpkins to decorate our house with. Oh, we're back to this place right here. You know what? Thanks very much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you in the next one very soon. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.